Hi everyone, welcome back to the Career Cruise podcast. My name is Violette Wambua. If it's your first time here, you're welcome. I could sing and dance for you, honestly. I love it when people join me on this space. There's so much that we talk about here in terms of growing yourself as an individual, progressing in your career, whether it's your day job or the business that you run, even your studies, so we're here to talk about the ups and downs of that life, the career life, and even in terms of the choices that you make to help you become a better person and have better outcomes every single day. The Career Cruise podcast is a place for young adults, students, and even mid-professions and the older ones who are looking to inspire and mentor others. This is a place where we share our knowledge, wisdom. So I don't like to talk alone. I also like to invite you to join me. Let me know if you'd like to join me on this podcast and we can have a discussion on different topics, just the two of us or the three of us or the four of us, so the space is big enough. 1, 2, 3, make a circle, we'll all join in. One of the topics that we'll discuss today is about hobbies. Do you have a hobby? Like, when's the last time you had the word hobby? I know, like, when you're writing your CV, you write at the bottom there, oh, my hobbies are this, that, and the other, traveling, cooking, whatever it is that you say is your hobby, whether it's a lie or not. But today I'm here just to talk about how hobbies can actually enhance your career, can help you build your career, build your business, and how hobbies are such an important feature of your life. And even in terms of, because most people say, oh, I don't have time for anything. I'm busy with work. I'm busy building my career. I'm busy with my studies. And that's okay because, some of these things really do take time. But I'm here to encourage you today that a hobby is not a dirty word. A hobby doesn't mean you're idle. Doesn't mean you're lazy. Doesn't mean you're like being distracted from your work that you should be doing, or rather not keeping the main thing. Your hobby can actually help you grow in leaps and bounds in terms of your career. So walk with me today as I get into that and just share a few ideas. I noted them down so I don't forget, because I really want you also to, see how honing and taking time into your hobbies can actually just give you wonderful outcomes in your life. One of the things I can say is that a hobby, or rather whatever hobby it is, whether it's photography, creative writing, just any hobby, even gaming. So a lot of these hobbies really enhance your skills. It can be used for skill enhancement, okay? So think about creative writing, how it'll just do wonders for your communication skills, even the written communication, So your creative writing can just set you apart, and give you an edge over other candidates in a job, or even in your department where you're already working. You find yourself easily being singled out to, like, be the spokesman of the group or the department, or just being told, hey, fix the communications for this. And that really and it's because you have a hobby in creative writing, because there's a way you capture words, tell a story, that is just different from any other person. And it could be about the most boring thing or boring topic in the world, but because of your creativity when it comes to communication and writing, you find ways to present even the blandest of information in the nicest way possible, in the best way possible, in a way that is even interesting to another person who's a layman, or rather a person who's not even in your line of work or in your line of business. When it comes to, say, photography as a hobby, imagine how it'll help you to have a stronger eye for details, because you're capturing, things that people don't normally capture. Usually be like, hey, smile, and you take a photo of someone. But what about you take a picture of someone when they are reading, or when they're texting, or when they're just gazing into the sky, or having an off moment, or birds, or whatever it is. Like, there's a way that with your photography, you capture details that normally aren't the key thing, and you just never know what that could do for you. Then you realize that now, because you're able to capture details on camera, then you're also able to see details even in your work as well. And that translates to the attention to detail. You don't miss things, and you make sure that your things are always aligned. It'll just come, it'll form as a muscle. It doesn't come overnight, but these hobbies, by the way, they really do a lot to enhance our skills, okay? If you're a gamer, I'm here to encourage you. I feel like gamers in their hobbies, they become very strategic, as a result of gaming. Because now you're always thinking, next move, how do I move here? Like that. So become a good strategy person and a problem solver. Like, you don't want to be caught up in any corner and you're losing points, you're losing time. So you think quickly on your feet. I feel like gaming can do that for you in terms of your career also, because many times in a business you're thinking, what, I don't have time, we have a target to meet, how do we move from this corner to this corner, how do you negotiate, how do there's a lot to be done, or rather to be gained from the world of gaming. Of course, with your hobbies, as with anything, you watch that they don't eat too much of your time or become an addiction or actually take you away from your main agenda, which is your work or your business. And so so don't be shy about gaming. I think it's a good way to just, rest from the work that you're doing. An hour, I don't know, something, but just get into those hobbies and you'll see a very big difference, and even approach your work with fresher eyes, a different perspective, more vigor, more energy. So it's something to encourage you. When it comes to some hobbies, there are those ones that, they require for you to join a club. Think golfing, think those Toastmasters, people who like to do public speaking. So joining those clubs, it gives you an opportunity to network. And as you network, you say what you do. And from there, the opportunities just start to open up, because now you're being known to a wider circle of people. And then you see, you're not approaching them as, I'm selling this to you. You're just approaching them as a member of the hobby group, the hobby club. So, and people tend to give the people they like and do business with and do fun things with business. So if I'm in a club with you and where we're doing chess, then, it's easy for me to, as we are talking and bond, I'm like, oh, this is what you do? Okay, fine. I'll reach out to you for this and the other. Yet our conversation was mostly on chess, and that's what we were bonding over. So it's a less pressured way of, making business moves or making career moves, rather than just shoving your CV or your business card in people's faces. So please take up your hobby. I don't know what hobby you're in and you dropped. Please take it up. And some of these things, you can also find that the networking can be virtual and can also be physical. So don't worry too much about the ins and outs and the hows, but just do the first step, like dust off your hobby and get more active with it. Obviously, and I hope it's an obvious thing, that here on Career Cruise Podcast, we're really big on mental health and wellness and your general well-being. So your hobbies are a thing of exercise, a thing of just reducing stress, a thing of just relieving you from the pressures of your daily activities. So let your hobbies do that for you. If you like to walk, please do your walk. Whether you can have music in or not, just take your walk. It's your hobby. If you like to play, I don't know, basketball, touch, I don't know what you guys like to do. If you like to read, just dive into your books and get lost in them. It's okay. I love to read. I'm part of a book club. So you can imagine I look forward to my monthly book club sessions, So anything that is healthy for our mental well-being and wellness, let's go into it, including our hobbies. Okay. What else can I say? Some hobbies can become part of your personal brand. So, take up your hobby could actually be a thing of personal branding. So there are people who, they are known in communities because of a specific interest. Maybe you're into basketball and then people are like, oh yeah, talk to so-and-so for basketball. It becomes a thing that apart from your work or your business that you're also associated with, and people just know you as the best in this thing or the guru or the one who's interested. So it can do wonders for your personal brand, and I don't think it's a bad thing to create a wonderful personal brand in society and in community. It can also be a way for you to give back to community. So you're having fun, you're enjoying yourself, but you're also giving back. I know one lady who is a member of Toastmasters, and then because she's so good at what she does, it became a thing where people just know her as a public speaker and the speaking coach. And so she charges corporates to speak at the events and whatever. But then now when she goes to schools, she now teaches the young, the teenagers in these high schools how to express themselves, how to, hold a thought and express it and give, a decent speech at any one time. Like impromptu, you should be able to speak up and say what is on your mind. So I think it's a good thing. in terms of personal branding. Again, it just adds a unique dimension to your professional quality or career. So that then you're just not known as the banker, the accountant, the doctor. There's also something more to you, you know. So I think it would be great to just see what your hobby can do for you. Again, I will insist, it will not happen overnight, but just give it time, you know. Pick up your golf club, swing a few, and just never know where that will take you. So, and again, your hobby doesn't have to kill you. It doesn't have to be an expensive hobby that is just eating up all your salary or all your income. Take up things that you can manage financially, things that, you know, you don't feel like you need to commit 2 million shillings into it. Again, I don't know, is 2 million a lot? I don't know, guys. So let me know what you think about the cost of hobbies financially, in terms of time and all those things. Even energy is still a cost. Something else I can say is that I've seen people turning their hobbies into full-time businesses. I remember during the 2-3 years that we were all thrown off a balance by the coronavirus, we had the lockdowns and what have you. I saw people turning their love for plants into businesses. Now they started to sell plants to people, indoor plants especially. I saw people turning their love for baking into, you know, businesses. So people are selling cakes. I saw people turning all these small hobbies that they had, even art. So they paint and sell the artwork, things like that. So your hobby can actually be a source of money for you if done well, if done right, if marketed correctly. So yeah, you just never know. Maybe you're sitting on money and you're busy saying the budget is not budgeting. Let your hobby help you stretch some dollars. So yeah, take it up. What else can I say? Oh yeah, I actually saw someone doing coding. They love coding. It was one of their hobbies. I don't know why coding is a hobby, but yeah. And now they are literally not working anymore full time. They are now, you know, they're serving clients from the comfort of their bedroom. They put a desk in their bedroom, and that's where they're working from, just coding for different clients, and they make money, and they don't have to fight traffic anymore to go to work. So I think that's a good thing. Yeah, take up your hobbies and be proud about them. I don't worry about, you know, the caliber of hobby and thinking some hobbies are more prestigious than others. No, your hobby is what makes you happy. So don't pick up things to make other people happy or for them to judge them. Just pick it up and see what you can strategically make out of it. What else can I say? You remember how earlier I said that creative writing and photography, they're good for storytelling and capturing details? I also want to add here that your hobbies can be very good for, you know, creativity and innovation. You find that sometimes you've hit a deadlock in terms of your mind, or your mind is just blocked, you're not moving, and you just said, you know what, I'm going to play football, something, I don't know what your hobby is, or I need to take a walk. And then you'll just find the craziest eureka moments, like you find that, you know, the dots have joined in you, in your mind for your work. The problem that you're wondering how to fix now has been solved. Literally, you've gotten a few ideas, and you quickly find yourself racing back and be like, I need to write this down before I forget. Yeah, so just, it's very invigorating and very refreshing in terms of even taking a break from the things that you're tasked to do. And then you find that you'll be able to think outside the box, you know, and then even just have innovative solutions for your day-to-day tasks, even, or your duties, or that big project that has been bothering you, or some ideas that are not entering your brain in terms of your studies. So when you're busy trying to take a break from this thing, and you're busy on your work, you're busy in your play, you're busy in your gaming, the ideas will just start to sync together, and then you find that you're having a free flow of, you know, good work related points to put into action. Obviously, I can say that hobbies are very good for developing your soft skills, and especially hobbies that involve other people. So now, of course, you know, you find yourself having to have better relational skills, better negotiation skills, better time management, better leadership skills, better teamwork. Because how do you relate to other people properly if your teamwork is off? So you'll find that with your hobbies, you even develop the muscles for your soft skills, and they become better and better each time. And then all of these things, even resilience, because sometimes you're playing. I can think of how, because I play golf every now and then, I can think of how sometimes it's so frustrating. You're caught up in the sand and you're not getting out, because that's a hazard. You're not getting out, and you try and then finally you get out, like you finally do a good chip and you get out. And so those things just create resilience in you. And you can't fight with a golf ball. You have to do that. You have to strike it correctly and get out of the sand, literally. So these are things to consider. Like, you find that you build patience, resilience, strategic thinking, teamwork, and just being brave, because sometimes some of these hobbies, they require for you to be seen, and a lot of us don't like being seen. But in being seen is where, a lot of opportunities also come, because if people don't know what you're doing and you're hiding it, then you might as well just be winking at a girl in the dark, that kind of thing. So just include hobbies in your career. Think about hobbies as a tool for career development. Think of them as a necessary vehicle to take you forward in terms of your career and your business. And just think of them as a way in which you can grow personally and professionally. So let me see, what hobbies have I? Gosh, I really would love to get back into regular golfing, like without a break. And then, obviously I enjoy my book club, so that's a good thing. And so I'm looking to just pick up a lot of my quote unquote sleeping hobbies that I have let go over time. Including even karaoke, going to sing karaoke, loudest voice ever, wrongest, not wrong lyrics, but wrong tune, because it's fun, and I guess you get to meet fun people as well in the process, and it's a good thing. So hobbies are not a thing of laziness or a thing of being distracted. Hobbies are actually a good vehicle to advance yourself personally in terms of and also professionally. So tell me what hobbies you have and how you're using them, how you've seen them turning things out for you. I may or may not have mentioned here, but I remember one of my friends, she loves doing those wine tasting things, and she attended a wine tasting event, and it was very impromptu. She just saw an email inviting her, and she said, it was from a newsletter, so it was not like a personal invite. And she just felt, there's nothing I'm doing, I might as well go for this thing. And she attended it and she had fun. And in the process, as she's talking to the people in the table that they're doing tasting the wine and cheese with, she literally now has a business partner. So why not? And just all because she went for something that she likes. Wine tasting is very far from her business as a doctor, because she runs a consulting clinic. And so just to see hobbies turn around people's lives, go for it also. And please let me know in the comments what your hobbies are. We might have a good discussion or two about that. So that's all I had today about the hobbies, and I want you to take your hobbies seriously. I know I will, and I'll be back to report. Others, take care of yourself. Tell others about this episode. Share with them. Let them know about it. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.